Kill Team Into the Dark 2 Necron Boogaloo. Or rather, Tomb World.
Let's take a look.
Hello and welcome to Miniatures Rundown, talking about Kill Team with the new Tomb World box. A box that many folks are excited for a couple reasons. Number one, Death Watch.
Yes.
Who were the progenitors of the term Kill Team, right? Like a Death Watch Kill Team. It was supposed to be Death Watch versus aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we didn't get Tyranids in this box.
No.
So instead, but you know what? Good on them for not retreading old ground.
Yeah,
that would have
for
been a little too old hat.
Yeah.
We got Necrons. And with that, we got some Necron-themed terrain, which been a hot minute since we got Necron-themed terrain.
I can't even remember the last time.
It's one of the more well-established terrain types, actually. Like, when we think about it, we know what Necron buildings look like. And Necron tombs look like.
Yeah, like the obelisks and stuff like that.
And that's what this is. So what we're going to talk about in this video today, we're going to have a separate video out for each of the teams. One for the Death Watch, one for the Hierotech Circle. I can't remember their actual name.
Circle.
Canoptic Circle, thank you. Not the Hierotech, the Canoptic Circle. I always just know that the Geomancer is the head Necron lady. But today we're actually going to talk about the Kill Zone itself, because it's when you're buying a $220 Kill Team box, that's kind of the main draw, right?
Yeah. And a big thing with this new season coming up is there was kind of a theory that there was only going to be 3 kill zones, you know, one for each season kind of thing, and eventually they'd kind of get rotated out. Well, Gallowdark is not going anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
And how does this hold up to Gallowdark is the big question, I think.
Yeah.
So if you don't remember, Gallowdark does 2 things. An absolute boatload of terrain that you have to put together.
Yep.
Is theoretically modular. Emphasis on theoretically.
Yeah.
And has its own set of rules for indoor play. Those rules are functionally rules based around doors. Going through doors, opening doors, closing doors, locking doors, shooting through doors, fighting through doors. Not being able to shoot over walls or climb over walls because the walls...
do anything over walls.
Yeah,
like
the walls
like your auras and stuff like that don't work around that.
Yep, it is hard set.
Yeah.
And then, of course, things with Blast and Torrent get way more lethal because throwing a grenade inside is a bad idea.
Yeah.
I wish it would just kill everybody in the hallway, but that's...
But yeah.
Frag out.
The shorter answer is basically this, like, when Josh said Gallowdark 2 Electric Boogaloo, or Necron Boogaloo, that's basically kind of the case. That's like the short answer is they are very similar.
And I think I mean that in a good way in this case.
Absolutely.
I was a little worried that it was just going to be someone taking Necron spray paint and going...
on an even broader point, basically you can build Gallowdark with Tomb World.
Yeah.
And vice versa. With maybe a small exception.
Yeah, there's like one door or something that doesn't work. Well, or rather,
there's the breacher. The breaching walls is the first one.
Yes.
There's no breaching walls in Gallowdark.
They added breaching walls later, right?
I don't know if there was actually ever a physical sprue. I thought I remembered there being one.
Yeah, there was a physical sprue.
But it's not in, like, if you were to go out and buy Kill Zone Gallowdark.
No.
It's not in there.
No, it was an upgrade through one of the boxes.
Yeah.
They've re-added that back in, so unlike Gallowdark, where that was kind of an add-on thing that you could maybe choose to play with, and then... Honestly, like we keep saying this, the modular part really didn't work out with Gallowdark. It was really hard to pull apart and stick together.
Yeah.
Everything was really tightly fitted. You had to do a lot of sanding. And then most people who were doing kind of like, you know, multi-game competitive play, it was way easier just to build 2 different boards with 2 different sets than it was to try and modularly move one terrain piece.
For sure.
Like, you only took that down for transport.
Yeah.
So most people didn't add the additional stuff.
Yeah.
So... Now it comes with the breaching walls built in, which means they can just be part of it. However, if you're not playing with breaching walls, so like if you're playing with the Gallowdark setups, you just ignore those.
Right.
You just say that wall's not breachable, and it's fine.
Yeah, no, or if like, because breaching walls is one thing that I don't know is going to make it into approved ops. But if it does, you know, and you don't want to buy Tomb World, use Gallowdark, and then just have some kind of marker being like, this is the
a red
wall.
X on the side of a wall would do you wonders.
Yeah, just something simple like that. But breaching walls is the first one. Second one is the teleporters.
Yes.
The Kill Team or Kill Zone Tomb World is going to come with teleporters. We actually have confirmation in one of the Warhammer community articles that they are going to be in approved ops.
Yes. Now, so the teleporters have some fun rules. Basically, you have to move on to them, and then you don't have to spend an AP to teleport, though.
You have to move on to them, and then whenever you are fully on, because you can't be like half cocked on
Yes.
it. Whenever you are fully on the teleporter, when you make a charge or reposition, or I think even a fallback, charge, fullback, or reposition on it, you just pull your guy up off the teleporter and you put him on the other one.
Right. So if you're playing with guys who have 3 or more APL, which is a possibility for both teams in this box, one of them always has 3 PL. One of them can get up to 4, which is terrifying.
Yeah.
You can move on to the teleporter, teleport, shoot somebody, and then teleport back.
Yeah.
It is actually very much a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
If someone else...
Well, no.
It was not?
You can't do that because you can only make 1 reposition per turn.
Yeah, but can't you dash back on?
Yeah, but dash doesn't count as a teleport.
Dash doesn't count as a teleport. Oh.
Yeah, specifically not. So basically what you'd do is you'd move onto it, or you dash onto it if you're close enough. You'd use your reposition to teleport, and then you could shoot or do whatever when you're in the teleporter. But if you do that, you're a sitting duck.
Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, you cannot telefrag your opponents.
No.
Because if someone else is on the other end, when you activate the teleport, you swap places.
Yes.
I was really hoping you could telefrag people. I'm not gonna lie.
That would be funny. I thought that was one of the original rules.
Avid Team Fortress 2 player back in the day. I was hoping to get that,
But it also, like, there can still be shenanigans. Say somebody, like, say you want to block the teleporter, just put, like, a terrifying guy on it.
Yeah.
Just, like, put your, if you're playing Death Watch, put the guy with the macro plasma on there and just sit in there and be like, all right, teleport me, I dare you.
Yeah, teleport me, I dare you.
Yeah.
Then again, maybe they set up the other end and they do teleport you, and now your macro plasma guy is surrounded by 3 angry goremongers.
Yeah, there's definitely some give and take, and I can't wait to see it. I think it's going to be...
It's going to be weird.
Yeah.
It's going to be weird and interesting, which I really like.
Yeah.
The breachable walls are probably equally as impactful, although worth noting that the breachable walls, when you breach them, don't have the hatch fight rule.
I didn't even think of that.
So normally when you fight through hatches and doorways, like there's a specific action you use, the breachables don't get that rule when you poke a hole in there. Which gets weird with, like, how are you going to punch through there or shoot through there?
Yeah, that is kind of weird. I mean, I know the bottom part is considered, like, insignificant, so, like, shooting is... It's probably just going to be, like, an open wall.
I'm pretty sure,
like,
you can just shoot through
nothing special.
That'll also be... the main weird thing is, if you look at the map setups, none of the teleporters or the breachable walls are, like, in the middle.
Yeah, I think that's just because all the map setups we've got so far for the... the narrative stuff.
Yeah, because like right now, looking at the narratives, none of those look like amazing tactical opportunities.
Right.
Whereas I wonder if when they do approved ops, and the fact that we have to wait for approved ops for this is a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I wonder if when they do that, because like what I would like to see is 2 teleporters in the middle, but like a bunch of walls, and that would be like the only way to get through without going all the way around. He who controls the teleporter controls the universe.
Yeah.
The Necrons must flow.
Yeah, and then there's the whole just like charging through the teleporter. Like, so say you walk up, like, and you're not on the teleporter, but you're standing next to it. Like, be careful, because somebody can charge through that teleporter, and if they're in control range, you just fight them. So like, just literally just pop through the teleporter and bonk you on the head, and
survive the clapback or not. And then the last thing that they actually included on this sprue that they did not include in original Galadark, but they added later, is just some good old-fashioned light terrain.
Yeah.
Which doesn't sound that important, but is super important for Galadark. It was one of the big problems with original Galadark is, I've got a long hallway.
Yeah.
I'm going to die.
Exactly. And that's, I think it's going, I'm speculating. We don't know anything about approved ops yet. We don't get them early. And even if we did, we're not allowed to talk about them yet. But it's on the same sprue as the teleporter. So if you buy it and it comes with teleporters, it's going to have to come with that light train. So what are they going to tell you? Just not to use it, kind of thing, even though, like, when this is in its individual box later on. So I think it's actually going to be in the approved ops.
Interesting.
Just
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm sure the light terrain rules definitely will be, because those are a competitive and narrative boon.
But yeah, like if you look at some of the maps, like I'll show an image of it, but like they actually have like locations for you to put them, just like all the light and scatter terrain for Volcus. So
just like normal Kill Team.
Yeah, I think so. Basically, just Galadark with breachable walls, teleporters, and potentially light terrain.
Now, we've not assembled our terrain yet.
Not yet.
Looking at the sprues and doing some test fitting, it goes together way easier.
Yes.
I am not going to say yet, and I mean, maybe by the time you watch this video, our video on us having assembled the terrain and playing with it is already up, in which case I might be eating my words. I am not yet going to say that this is not too much of a pain in the butt to do actual modular stuff with.
For sure.
I have a feeling that despite, because people have said it goes together much easier and it comes apart much easier, and like some people said it's in fact too loose, which I actually don't mind because you can get around that very easily. Even with that, I'm not gonna bet that you're still gonna want to like fully disassemble this for every game.
Probably not,
because it is a lot of setup, and that is my one complaint about Kill Team in this edition, is that you will spend 30 minutes setting up a game before you actually get to play it.
For sure.
Until you get very, very fast at that setup.
I think it'll definitely cut the Gallodark time down in half, just with how easy it is. And from what I've seen, it seems infinitely more like magnetizable. There's going to be way less drilling because there's like a little circular hole in every pillar that just pop a magnet in there and drill on the other side. And
which I would have used to say that was an accident, but after they showed that off on purpose for those Horus Heresy models, a whole new world has opened, and now I'm almost like, are they finally giving us some boons to us magnetizing?
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Like, you gotta understand, GW, I'm not gonna buy more than one Tomb World set.
Right.
I'm not gonna buy more than one, even no matter how cool the terrain is. And you don't need to, because almost everything you want in the kits, which we'll talk about when we talk about those models, you probably don't need more than one of these sets even to like get, I guess technically there's 3 Gravis options for the Death Watch, and you can only build 2.
Yeah.
So you might want another one later sometime.
But do what everybody else is doing and just go on eBay or find a friend or somebody like that that has an extra Gravis they'll sell you. Like, you're going to pay more than you would pay, like, if you're per model, buy the whole box. But, like, go on eBay and get one for, like,
I thought you were going to say do what
$10-15.
everybody else is doing, and there are 2 of those Gravis units that are clearly way better than the third one.
Well, yeah, okay. There's always
one of them is the most boring schmuck in the entire universe.
Yeah, there's always going to be the best build, but like if you absolutely don't want to magnetize, which is going to be probably the best option, if you don't want to magnetize, there's people online that buy boxes and then they just sell individual
Parcel them out,
models.
baby.
Yeah, like they make a few bucks on top kind of thing. Again, you spend more money per model, but in this case, instead of buying a $65 box, you buy a $15 model.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Or if you just have one laying around.
Says Coty, desperately trying to justify building Sectar robots out of URO-25s.
Well, yeah. And I'll have a video on it later, but I already built this team with extra Space Marine bits, and I had the Gravis guy from the Kill Team starter kit.
Oh.
And I just cut a tiny little combi flamer and stuck it under his heavy bolter, and now that's that guy. So now when I have this box, I have all 3 Gravis options.
Did you at least give him a Death Watch shoulder pad?
Yeah.
Good. Otherwise, we couldn't be friends.
It's a lot of cutting. But that'll be that video.
So overall, the only thing that I'm disappointed is not in this kill zone is matched play rules.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the narratives are not wildly imbalanced, by the way. You can play those and have fun. But the fact that currently you could probably fudge it and play Gallodark stuff on here.
Yeah.
Maybe use some of the matched play map, or the narrative play maps, but with Gallodark missions. You could probably make that work.
Yeah.
It'd be a little kludgy.
My kind of, I guess it's a little bit of a side tangent. How are they going to sell these rules to people is what I wonder, because this is the dossier.
Yes.
For Tomb World.
Mm-hmm.
They have not sold a dossier this edition yet.
No.
Which the old 2-player boxes they would sell everything separate later on, including the dossier. People wouldn't buy them because they wanted the competitive stuff. This is all mostly like, fun PvE or...
Well, back then, before they did the free online rules, this is the only way to get the rules for the kill teams, too.
Yeah. But they don't have as far as I know on the app, they don't have the terrain rules. Unless I'm wrong.
No, they don't.
But they won't have the dossier for sale. They aren't in the core book. So are they going to be in the approved ops deck?
So the close quarters rules are in the core book, which they want you to buy still.
Yeah, but they don't have the teleport or the breach.
My
rules.
guess is those will be in the approved ops deck.
Approved
yes.
ops, yeah.
My guess is that they will sell either one of 2 ways. Number 1, they'll sell the deck. Number 2, they will sell a box of the teleporter and the bits, the teleporter and the light, and that will include a rules card for using those rules specifically.
Hopefully.
That's my guess. And then hopefully they just put the Kill Team rules free online. I believe they already have, haven't they? Or are they going to? They haven't updated that.
I mean,
yet.
they have the light rules, but they don't have like the full rules.
Oh no, I mean the actual team rules.
Oh yeah. That'll be up there.
If for some reason they didn't put those up, that would be the first, and I would retract everything nice I've said about this.
They'll be up. They'll be up Saturday or whenever it comes out.
Games Workshop is doing a better job of making sure people have access to the Kill Team rules without nickel and diming, and I hope they continue with this because it's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, overall, thumbs up from us.
Yeah.
I like this box. I'm debating whether I'm getting one or not because I do like both the teams and I do really like this terrain. Not paying a lot of Necron stuff, so it would be kind of a fun challenge.
Yeah, for sure.
It might end up looking a lot like my Trench Crusade stuff, just lots of dark greens and blacks, but hey, what the heck?
Yeah.
That's Grimdark for you.
For sure.
So, stay tuned with us as we talk more about this box of Kill Team. We'll give you a thoughts, asterisk, our deep, angry thoughts on the two teams and their place in the Kill Team sphere coming up here shortly. Once we get some games in with them and the rage dies down a little bit. Deathwatch OP nerf now. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe we need to play more and we'll find out. But hey, let us know below what you think. Are you getting this box? Are you excited for more Into the Dark? Was Into the Dark kind of a flop for you? Because I know it was for a lot of people. I know that the Into the Dark ended up being either disappointing or run into the ground.
It was between either really good or not great, depending on what team you were playing, and above all, it was better than Beta Decima. So,
for me, my love of Kill Team is most of my Kill Team time comes from playing Kill Team Arena. The older Kill Team, the last Kill Team in 2018.
I didn't play that one.
Halfway through its edition, got its competitive expansion, which was Kill Team Arena, which was very Into the Dark.
Oh, okay.
And Into the Dark ended up to me being, it was like that, but it didn't have walls. It was just a board.
Oh, okay.
So when that came out, it was like, oh, am I finally getting my love of Kill Team? And then it turned out to just be too much faff, too much stuff. I am hoping that the stuff has been pared back and I get more of what I want because I really am enjoying this version of Kill Team.
Sure, yeah.
I'm looking forward to playing that. Let us know below what you think and whether you think Deathwatch are overpowered or not.
Yeah, and then of course we've got to do all the YouTube pleasantries. Like, comment, subscribe, really helps us out. We have a new Discord.
Yes, we do have a new Discord server, and that includes if you are on the old one, we are moving to a new one. Don't worry, we'll tag you there to let you know. So we're moving to a new one, not for any bad reasons. We've just outgrown it. We want our own.
Basically, just
Viva la Miniatures Rundown.
All the channels on there have grown to pretty decent, respectable sizes at this point, and it's just getting a little. I don't want to say crowded because
that's not the right word.
Yeah, it's a big community, and we'll still be hanging out on the old one for sure. But we just kind of wanted to make our own thing so we can have all the channels we want and half the notifications.
That was the big one. And we hope to see you there, and we'll hope to see you on the next video as well. Bye bye.